Welcome to another quick review from Ultimate DIY. Today, guys, it's not going to be just a review. We're going to actually do a real unboxing. Now, I don't like to do a lot of unboxing because I think it's kind of boring, but in this case, we're going to do an unboxing assembly. The manufacturer claims you can put this unit together in about 10 minutes. So we're going to put that to a test. So what we're going to be looking at is going to be the Yeryork 16-inch electric Dethatcher. And this is not just a dethatcher, this is a scarifier, which a scarifier is going to actually not just dethatch, it's going to go a little deeper. So this is a 2-in-1 unit. The model number on this is going to be YE002. Now, there's a lot of things about this unit I like, and I'm going to go ahead and hit on a few of those before we open up the box. One of them is this is an electric system. Now, a lot of things I like to have gas powered, even battery powered on some things. But when it comes to a dethatcher, I like it to be electric. The reason is because I'm not going to use this very often, maybe a couple of times a year. And then, outside of that, it's going to be folded up, which, by the way, this folds up nicely. I can put it in a corner and it's ready to rock and roll. I don't have to worry about making sure that the carburetors were totally empty so that nothing goes bad, or putting in a fuel preservative. I don't have to deal with any of that. Now, a couple of the things they did on this particular electric system, which I like, is they kept it at 15 amps. It's got a lot of actual RPMs. I believe it's 3,500 RPMs, but it stays at that 15 amps. And why that's important is most plugs are going to be rated at least 15 amps. Some will be rated at 20, but most are going to be 15. That means you're not going to be popping breakers while you're using this system. They also went as far as to use copper windings and everything inside of the motor, which means it's going to last for a very long time, and it's not going to get as hot and overheat like a unit that is made with non-copper windings. So, and the final thoughts on the electrical part, guys, is that not only do I not have to worry about carburetors, clogging up and things like that, setting over a winter or setting over even a summer setting and just not getting used, but there's zero maintenance to this. I do not have to do anything. I don't change spark plugs. I don't do anything except plug it in and use it. May want to rinse it off a little, but outside of that, that's about it. So a couple of other things they've done with this, they have a safety feature, which is going to be a two-step start so that it makes it safe for you. And we're going to see how that works as well. This has height adjustments. I believe it's 5 different heights. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is cut open this box and let's see what we have inside. Now, obviously, you're seeing me cut all the tape. I have no clue what this looks like. Well, the first thing I can tell you right off the bat, you're not going to need to rake it up like I suggested a second ago, because you have a bag. And there is your bag that's going to catch it. Let's see if we can just, looks like this whole thing is going to pull out as a unit. Let me flip it up so you can see, just like that. And there we go. Okay, guys, we got it put together. Now, I'm going to tell you it took me a little longer than 10 minutes, but not because of the unit. The unit is extremely easy to put together. I just got in a hurry and didn't pay close attention to the little diagrams where these actual washers go. So one of the things that's real important is how this actually starts. It has a safety mechanism. If you see on the right hand side, it has this button. That button has to be pushed in before you can pull the lever up, and then it will lock it on. Otherwise, it will not start. So it keeps you from accidentally pulling this like this and engaging when you don't want to. So you're going to hold it down just like that and start. That's how you actually start it. All right, guys, we just had a little light sprinkle, so it's perfect. Now remember, I'm going to go through the center here just to give you a demonstration, but you would start on the outside, work your way around, and finish off in the actual middle. We just want to see how this works. I picked a part of the yard that actually has some humps here, so we can kind of see how it handles that. Now, this holder is really great. You're going to want to make sure you have the cord down a little further, maybe, so that this part of the cord will be facing down. It has a weather cap, and the weather cap will keep water out. So you'd probably want it more like that, so if water drips down it, it doesn't go right into the cord. All right, so let's see how it actually turns on. And right now we are in 0. We got 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead. We're going to do 1. And we have the full heavy blade on here, so it should go deep. Has a handle you push down here. Let's see what it does. I'm going to lift it back and push down. All right, guys, that works very well. And you can see all the thatch that I have already picked up. Now, we have it up high. We have it on the 1. It'll go higher if you have heavy, thick, tall grass. And we can go lower. So let's go down 1 and see what that actually does. Now, it's made to push forward. So trying to back up isn't going, because you're generally going to go in one direction. So there you go, guys. It works very well. Now, keep in mind, you're not going to be going back and forth generally. You're going to simply go over at one time in one direction, start on the outside, work your way around, emptying this out as you go. Let's see how much we actually collected. Pull this off. In that little bit of space, you can see all of the thatch that I actually got. And it is a lot of it. We're going to dump it out right here so you can kind of get a better idea. All that is the thatch. Now, like I said, you'll want to maybe change it to the other blade if you were doing heavy grass, the grass blade, and be sure you adjust it. I would start on the highest level first and just see how it works, and then slowly work my way down. So there you go. That's how the system actually works, and I think it works extremely well. After totally taking it out of the box, assembling it, and trying it out, I am truly amazed. This thing is amazing. It's going to last me a long time, and it's going to make my yard look beautiful just as it will yours. So if I was going to rate this on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd have to give it 5 stars because I think it's truly amazing, and I think it is well worth picking up and putting in your DIY toolbox. So do yourself a favor, pick yourself up one today, and we'll see you guys on the next review.